Welcome back to Wonderful Revolution. Today we're going to bring you yet another Camino de Santiago video.
Today we're going to give you 10 tips and pieces of advice for a successful and enjoyable Camino de Santiago.
Tip number 1, plan your packing list.
Yeah, so you should know exactly what you need, what you plan on taking, and how much it weighs before you leave to go on the Camino de Santiago.
Don't plan for the what-ifs. There's plenty of shops and stores that you'll be able to pick up items that you may have forgotten or not even planned for along the Camino.
So if you need ideas of what you should be taking with you on the Camino, we're going to list our 2 packing list videos below in the comments. Take a look at those, they'll give you a good starting point. Tip number 2, test your gear before you go.
So what we're talking about here is breaking in your boots and testing out your pack and making sure that it's the right gear for you.
So the last thing you want is a pack that's going to chafe and rub, or shoes that just don't fit properly and are going to give you blisters along the way.
Tip number 3, take care of your feet.
So this might be one of the most important topics that we can even talk about in this video. You need to take care of your feet because you are going to be on them every day, all day long, and those are exactly what are going to get you to Santiago. So how exactly can you keep your feet healthy on the Camino? Good socks. Make sure you have socks that are made of wool or synthetic material. You don't want cotton because your feet are more likely to be wet. If you get hot spots on your feet, you want to tape them or use something like Vaseline to help protect your feet. Tip number 4, you need to get plenty of rest and sleep while you're on the Camino.
You're going to be in this for the long haul, so restorative sleep is very important. Make sure you take eye masks and earplugs. The last thing you want to do is stay up all night listening to your fellow pilgrims have a snore war and wake up totally exhausted the next day.
If you know you're a light sleeper, then you might even want to consider staying in private accommodations if you can afford it.
Tip number 5, use common sense.
So one thing here is to make sure you keep your valuables with you. Keep your passport, your money, your phone, anything that you value should be with you at all times.
Also, don't put yourself in harm's way. Despite the popularity of the Camino, people do end up getting into bad situations and people have died on the trail.
So stay safe out there. Tip number 6, slow down and enjoy yourself.
So it took us 36 days to do the Camino. During the Camino, you see a lot of people rushing due to financial concerns or maybe not enough time off. But if you have the time, take the maximum amount of time that you can and really enjoy the Camino. Tip number 7, don't plan too much.
So yeah, just kind of go with the flow. There's so many opportunities out there and things you can see and do, and why put a hamper on that? You know, just go with it and see what happens every day.
So the one caveat to this tip is once you hit Saria, start planning.
Yeah, so the trail gets really busy after Saria and you are going to need to plan just a little bit more. Number 8, be open to new experiences.
So come to the Camino with 0 expectations. If you come to the Camino with expectations, you're likely to be disappointed. The best things that happen along the trail are spontaneous and unexpected. Tip number 9, use your resources.
So there are a lot of great guides out there, from the Brierly guidebook to the Wise Pilgrim app to Grons.com. We'll put some links below. Take a look and use them for your planning. And finally, tip number 10, it's your Camino.
So we've given you a lot of tips. There's a lot of good information online and in some guidebooks. However, make the Camino experience your own experience.
Yeah, so just have a great walk and do it your way. So that sums up our 10 tips and pieces of advice for a successful and enjoyable Camino de Santiago.
So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. That's all for now, guys. We'll see you next time.